Hello, Beauty Squad. It's your girl TeeTee. I hope you guys are having a great summer. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel of all things life, love, and beauty. And I'm going to tell you, there have been a lot of foundation releases coming out. And I mean, there was Dose of Colors, Fenty, Pat Mcgrath. Oh my God, there's another one that's escaping me right now. But there's definitely been several foundations. Anastasia was another one. And I remember seeing the advertisement for Pat Mcgrath like months before the July 26th release date. Because I think when she advertised it, it might have been in May. And it seemed like an eternity away at the time. So... and I said in one of my last videos that my next purchase was going to be the Pat Mcgrath foundation and whatever else came with it. So today I'm going to bring you a foundation review on Pat Mcgrath. But before we get into it, as well as my thoughts, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You're already here. It's your destination for all things life, love, and beauty. I am a California native. I love LA, so you can ask anything on LA. I love to sightsee LA. I'm going to do the TMZ tour soon. I've done, all kinds of tours, and I just love to explore the, California, and wherever I travel, I love to explore. So that's just a little tidbit about me I thought I'd share with you guys, especially for those who are, here for the first time. So let's get into this Pat Mcgrath review. Should be interesting, to say the least. Is there lipstick on my teeth? Okay, so myself, like a lot of other consumers, influencers, beauty enthusiasts were very excited and very much looking forward to the Pat Mcgrath Sublime Perfection Foundation release. And so she released, foundation in 36 shades. She released setting powders. I think there was a brush and a primer. So the foundation itself retails for $68. And she had a couple of sets, that were on sale. And just as everything was released on Friday, July 26th, it was like she sent a coupon code literally either right before launch time or right as you were shopping. And so here's my experience with Pat Mcgrath. And my friend Glam Princess Lenitra will share my same thoughts and frustration about Pat Mcgrath and her website. So I go to the site like a lot of us did on that day, and it was really hard to navigate through the site. For starters, I don't like sites that are hard to navigate through. I need to be able to go click like Amazon. You go click, you find what you want, you click, you buy, that's it. Your stuff shows up like a couple days later. And so I was hoping and anticipating that same type of quick transaction with Pat Mcgrath. Got everything but that. And the site was hard to navigate through. Then trying to pick a shade. She didn't have a shade finder. Like, I'm just going to, ColourPop popped into my mind first. When they released their foundations last year, they had a shade finder, and so did Fenty. So if you were, I'm NC45 and MAC, so I usually use that as a gauge. ColourPop and Fenty were like, oh, then you're this in our particular foundation. Pat Mcgrath had nothing like that. I'm thinking, I'm getting ready to spend $68. I need to get as close, to my match as possible. So that didn't help. And then there were the sets that were offered. There was, once I figured out that I was shade 23, I don't recall, there were numbers, medium, deep, 23. I just know the number 23. And once I figured that out, I was on this site trying to figure out shades and I know my undertones tend to be a little yellow, warm, or cool, just depending on, the brand. And so after, 20, 25 minutes, of navigating through her site, I narrowed it down to the shade 23. And then I'm like, okay, I'll get the set, which came with a setting powder and the primer. It was $150 and she sent a coupon. Fine. And I think my total, it brought it down to, I don't remember. It might have been, let me see, about 160 or something like that, because I paid $15 for 2 days shipping. So, and I remember leaving the site, and I got a notice from Sephora that they released it. So I go to their site and I'm trying to find, a comparable shade in Pat Mcgrath, because they released her foundation on Sephora site the same day. So once I verify I'm shade 23, I go back to Pat and I put everything together, hit buy. Okay, 2 day shipping, $15. So this is Friday when it's released. So, the whole weekend I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to get a notice that my stuff, is shipped. I mean, that's like the best feeling in the world when your stuff has been shipped. Got a confirmation, that my order went through. And so Monday came, nothing. Tuesday came, nothing. So I got busy at work. And by the time I thought about it, I'm thinking 2 days is gone already. This is no longer 2 day shipping. So the following Friday, the 2nd or 4th or whatever, I have to look at a calendar. The 2nd, I think, is what it was. Yeah, it was Friday the 2nd. I emailed Pat Mcgrath, customer service line, and said, wanted to check on the status of my order. They got back to me a couple hours later, and Lenitra and I are going back and forth, sharing, our disbelief in the lack of follow through and customer service from Pat Mcgrath. And so they finally get back to me and they said, okay, we're just going to refund you, your $15 shipping. Well, what about the product? And they're like, oh, it's not going to ship until next week. Okay, well, that's not what I paid for. But okay. So I go through, get into the following week. Wednesday, I'm going, okay, it's been a week and a half. I've heard absolutely nothing. And I'm frustrated and I'm thinking I expected better. I expected more and was thoroughly disappointed. So by the time I emailed them on the following Wednesday, it's a week and a half later, I ordered 2 day shipping, and it took them a week to let me know that I wasn't going to get 2 day shipping and that I was going to receive it in the following week. Their response was, we've had an overwhelming response and we're behind on shipping. I don't know a lot about shipping, but I know you prioritize, overnight, 2 day, 3 day, whatever the case is. You usually kind of put that, prioritize that. 1, 2, 3. I used to work for FedEx. You got FOs and you got everything else. That's, first overnight or priority overnight. And that's, again, I don't know. So maybe they were overwhelmed. But then, Lenitra brought up a good point. ColourPop releases stuff all the time. And when I buy from ColourPop and do 2 day shipping, I have my stuff in 2 days. Pat Mcgrath, you should have this down by now. And Wednesday, I just said, forget it. There is no Sephora near me that sells Pat Mcgrath, which is why I ordered it online. Otherwise, I would have gone in the store to get it myself. But where we live, there's just no Sephora that has the product handy. So Wednesday, I'm going, okay, I've had enough. There was no sign of my product coming at all. And I just asked for a refund. Without hesitation or even because I read the return policy and I'm thinking they're probably going to tell me, oh, it's already shipped. We can't refund your money until you get it and you send it back. They said, okay, we're going to give you your money back, which led me to believe I was still not going to get my product a week and a half later. I expect better. I expect more from someone of that level who's been around, who's been in business probably about as long as I've been on this earth. And I was just thoroughly disappointed. Thoroughly disappointed. I wanted, that product. I waited, kept my coins together for that $68 foundation or that $150 set that I never got. And with all the makeup releases that come out, I mean, I've ordered from Pat Mcgrath before, got, items in the mail. And like I said, I took whatever money I got back. Jackie Aina's palette came out, I think, the next day after they said they were going to give me my money back. I ordered this, got 2-day shipping. I had it in 2 days. Now, you can't tell me that there weren't just as many people ordering this $45 or $50 palette like they were that Pat Mcgrath foundation. This came, I ordered it, I think Wednesday when it came out. It was at my house Friday afternoon by the time I got home from work. And I just expected more. I expected better. And, I love Pat Mcgrath. I love her lipsticks. I love her very expensive, eyeshadow palettes. I have a lot of products and I was looking forward to that. I saved up my money for that, only to be let down and disappointed. And I'm not saying it to bash her or Pat Mcgrath Labs in any kind of way. All I'm saying is, when you spend a lot of money on a product or products, anytime you spend your hard-earned money on a product, you expect a certain level of service. You expect to get the product that you pay for. I shouldn't have to follow up with you a week later. Where is my product? Oh, we're just going to give you your shipping back. I don't care about the shipping. Where's the product? Oh, you'll get it sometime next week, was the response. And even when that sometime next week came, it still wasn't here. So I missed the boat on that one. And so now I'm completely turned off from that foundation and the set. As I said in one of my last videos, I have enough setting powder, so it probably just wasn't meant to be. But I really wanted to try the foundation and form my own opinion and thoughts on the foundation. But now I'm not going to have that chance, because guess what? Like I said, there's no Sephora near me that sells it, so I won't be getting it. I won't be getting it because I'm hurt, I'm disappointed, and I expected more and I expected better. And I'm sure, it's probably happened with other companies and all of that, but this is just me, saying, I saved up for this. And, I think I bought one item in between that release, which was the California Love palette from ColourPop. And other than that, I was waiting on Pat Mcgrath, only to be let down. So, hopefully, next time, will I buy from her again? Absolutely. It just might be a while before I buy something from Pat Mcgrath. But I just wanted to share my experience, with you and why I won't be reviewing, her foundation, because it never came. It never came. And I'm getting low on foundation, so that was, definitely one of the main reasons, excuse me, that I ordered it, because I was getting low on a couple ones that I use pretty regularly. So, and I'm a high-end foundation kind of girl, so, that was right up my alley, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be. So, I'm sorry I had a bad experience, and, I've learned that follow through and customer service, is definitely important. But, again, it's not going to stop, me from purchasing anything else. I just won't be getting the foundation. And I'm hoping, next time things can be done a little better. I've watched a couple other folks on YouTube, describe their frustration with the site. The site is one thing, but to go through a series of events that are so preventable is just, not what I was expecting. So there you have it. I will not be reviewing the Pat Mcgrath Sublime Perfection foundation that comes in 36 shades, but there will be other foundation reviews coming up. So let me know what you guys think. And, Am I wrong for feeling the way that I do? Am I wrong for being frustrated? I don't know. But I know I still don't have my product. Let me know what you guys think. Please like, comment, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. If you give me a thumbs down, tell me why. We can talk about it. You know, this is a business of, you know, controlled by consumers, and I'm a consumer just like you, just like everybody else. And when I don't get the level or expectation of service that I feel I need and I deserve, hey, I'm here to tell you about it. So let me know what you guys think. Until next time, TeeTee is out.